A look there inside Northwest Stadium in Landover, Maryland. Today, a good battle in the NFC. It's the Detroit Lions and the Washington Commanders. Welcome, it's Mike Tirico along with Greg Olson and Matt Gay going to kick things off. Off we go from Landover. And he's brought down right at the 25-yard line. So the Lions come out and they are led again by Jared Goff. Already year 10 in the league, and half of those 10 with the Lions. Remember, took the Rams to a Super Bowl as well. What a year last year, Greg. Second in passing yards in the NFL.
Yeah, and all Jared Goff does every year, Mike, is lead one of the most prolific offenses in the NFL, but he gets the credit he deserves. I think so many people wanted to give credit to Ben Johnson and Dan Campbell, and rightfully so, as he makes this transition to kind of the next era of Lions football without Ben Johnson. I think people are going to see just how big of an impact Jared Goff had, not only in the 15 games they won last year, but they believe they have a Super Bowl contending team in Detroit.
That's a gain of 21 to open this drive.
I think it's clear this is something this offense wants to major in, the ability to run the ball effectively against this defense. And after that big gain, you have to imagine they're going to come back to it and dare him to stop it.
They'll bring St. Brown in motion. First down and in. And he'll manage to get this ahead for a pickup of 5. After that play, we have one of the Commanders who is down. Not something you want to see in the opening minute of the game. From the 48-yard line, here's 2nd and 5. Once again, it's Gibbs. And not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that.
He was taken down by Bobby Wagner. It's a gain of a yard. And it's 3rd down.
They go 5 receivers for 3rd down and 4. From Knox. This one complete. It's to Small. He's going to have the 1st down. So they convert on 3rd down with a pickup of 9.
1st down. It's a gain of 10. 1st down, Lions.
Play action. Goff. This one complete to Amon-Ra St. Brown. And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line. That's 13 more on that play. And quickly, another 1st down.
A gain of 13 yards. And the Lions 1st down.
Off the play fake. Here's Goff. In trouble, and down he goes.
When you can win so fast as an edge rusher, you put so much pressure on the quarterback to speed everything up. He can sense that pressure coming either from his front or back side. It either speeds up and leads to an errant throw, or in this case, it leads to a sack.
Here's a 2nd and 12. Now Goff. Here's a screen set up for Gibbs. And they'll hold him to a gain of just a couple and sets up 3rd down.
A 3-yard gain on the play brings up 3rd down.
To Slaw, the man in motion. Out of the shotgun, it's Goff. He'll let this go towards the end zone. And that is incomplete. Isaac Tesla was the intended target. And that'll set up 4th down.
I like the idea of taking your shot there on 3rd down, pushing the ball downfield, looking for the touchdown. But now as it brings up 4th down, you're already this close. You're in field goal range, but do you keep that offense on the field and try to maintain possession and see if you can...
And oh, how about this early on? They blocked the kick.
Yeah, it just felt like that one was out of rhythm from the start, Mike. So what you're looking for is the kicker, the holder, and the long snapper to be able to all work in unison. And it just seemed that half-second delay getting into the motion gave the defense all it needed to get through and block that kick.
From the 25, they'll go to work. 1st and 10. They'll run here with the rookie. And he's able to push through the tacklers to pick up 6.
He's brought down at the 31. It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4.
From the 31, here's 2nd down and 4. They'll stick with him again. They tackle him at the 38, but that run is good enough to pick up the 1st down.
A 7-yard gain. And a Washington 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
A quick throw over to Samuel. And they get this one across midfield to the 47-yard line.
A gain of 15.
They get 15 on that game. Good for a Commanders 1st down.
1st down. 1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
They'll look to throw. He's going to run it. He is dangerous when a play breaks down. A pickup of 18.
18 more yards. That's another Washington 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 29-yard line.
They got to do a better job of keeping the quarterback contained in the pocket all week, Mike, against mobile quarterbacks. You talk about rushing as a group. This time they get a little undisciplined with their rush lane integrity, and he makes them pay.
There he goes again. And he'll get this forward for positive yardage as he covers up in the end.
Well, give him some credit. Initially, that looked like it was going to be a sack. He's able to escape the pressure and get away, picks up a little bit of yardage, but at least he avoids taking that shot.
Ball on the 27 and 8. Back to throw. That's going to be incomplete. Coverage very good there. Contact jarring the ball loose, and it's going to force 3rd down.
3rd down and 8 yards to go.
The motion man here is McClure. On 3rd down, they'll throw from the gun. That is incomplete. Great work to get in there, make things difficult defensively, and it sets up fourth down.
We're starting to see a lot of this on third down, Mike, where they're going to rely on the run after catch to pick up these third down conversions. You know what that depends on? You have to actually complete the ball, and in this case, it falls incomplete, brings up fourth down.
A 44-yard attempt.
His kick is good, and the Commanders will take a 3-0 lead.
Commanders 3, Lions nothing.
So after the field goal to open up the scoring, the kicker's back out for this kickoff. This one taken at the 7. He's across the 20, taken down just shy of the 25. The Lions offense ready to get going with their second possession. So here's a 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 24. To throw is Goff. Open man, it's Jameson Williams.
Nice job here by the defense. Did a good job just covering up everything for the most part. So once this ball was caught, really didn't have much of a choice but to just head out of bounds and pick up a modest gain.
From the 29, here's 2nd down and 5. Here's Goff. This throw taken in by Amon-Ra. And they'll hold him to a gain of just a couple and sets up 3rd down.
And it's 3rd down.
They'll bring St. Brown in motion. From the gun, on 3rd down, it's Goff. And he's going to pick up the 1st down. He knew where that marker was and made sure he got beyond it.
5-yard gain on the play. That's good for a Lions 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
Here's Goff. This one out wide to Gibbs. They'll get about 4 here as he is taken down.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6 at the 40-yard line.
Ball on the 40 now. Here's 2nd down and 6. Throwing here is Goff. To the outside, that's St. Brown. And he's down on the other side of midfield. Mark him at the 48-yard line. It's been a busy first quarter for him so far. His 3rd catch goes for a 1st down.
And if he's late with that throw, Mike, there's a really good chance a defender could have made a play on it. But he does a beautiful job. He puts the ball out in front of his shoulder, leads the receiver, and allows him to get upfield and pick up the 1st down.
And he'll be hauled down at about the 35-yard line. Now a stoppage, we have an injured Lion. And as the medical staff looks him over, we'll step aside. From the 35, it's 1st and 10. Now, Goff. Going left side, and it's taken in by Williams.
Complete to Jameson Williams. A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3 at the Commanders' 28-yard line.
Ball on the 28-yard line. Here's 2nd and 3. Goff gives it to Gibbs, and he'll get nothing here. Back to the line of of scrimmage, and that's all.
And with that run, Mike, even though it brings up third down, it still keeps this offense in what they call a 50-50 downs. It means with the down and distance provided, you can call a run or a pass, and both are equal threats. And that's what makes it so hard for these defenses to defend those situations.
That's right side and into the hands of Teslam. And he's going to be out of bounds, but they are in the red zone, inside the 20.
It's a gain of 11.
Pickup of 11 yards on that one. First down, Detroit.
First down. First and 10 at the 17-yard line.
Here's a handoff to Gibbs. And he is crushed in the backfield. Defenders firing through. Shut it down right away for a loss of yardage.
All week long, they stress, Mike, that we have to get as many defenders to this ball carrier as possible. They know he's going to make some guys miss. He's going to be hard to get on the ground, but you can see the effect of rallying to the ball as it had here. They're able to take him down, and they're able to do it for a loss.
Laporta in motion. A second down throw for Goff. He'll get that into the hands of Williams. And they'll get about 8 out of that one, but still a little work to do now on third down.
I think the rest of those receivers in the huddle have all come to the realization that they might not be getting a target anytime soon, and frankly, I don't blame them. I mean, they're riding the hot hand, and rightfully so. Until this defense proves that they can stop him in the passing game, I expect the quarterback to just...
And he'll take it on in. Jamison Williams. Touchdown, Lions.
And what a fitting end to this drive, Mike. It only makes sense that he's the one that gets the ball in the end zone after making a handful of clutch plays prior to the touchdown. That was just a textbook example of one guy taking over the game.
Now Jake Bates on for the extra point. The kick is good. And the Lions move out to a 7-3 lead.
Commanders 3.
So after the touchdown, it's Bates to kick this one away. Deebo Samuel going to get a chance to return it. He'll get across the 20, mark him down to the 23-yard line. The Commanders' offense ready to see what they can do on their second possession. Operating from their own 23, they'll begin first and 10. Back to throw here to begin the drive. That one is brought in by Terry McLaurin. And they're going to mark him down up past the 35. 12 yards on the game. That's good for a quick first down.
So think back to earlier in the week, Mike, and they told us they want to get him going here early and often. So I'd expect plenty of passes to head his way as this game unfolds.
He'll look to throw. Nowhere to go. He's going to be taken down.
Really nice job here by the defense coming away with that sack. And it's this pass rush, Mike, that I think has to continue to make their presence felt as they try to put themselves in position to pull this game out.
Work to do now as they come up on second and long. He'll drop to throw. And that's incomplete. They couldn't connect. And that's how this first quarter will come to an end. So they'll talk over what to do on this third down play as we have hit the end of the first quarter. 7-3 is our score. It's the NFL on EA Sports. And we're back after this. Commanders with the football to begin the second quarter as they've got it with a 3rd and long ahead. Now they'll set up to throw. The pass rush gets home and he goes down.
And now he's just single-handedly taking over this drive, Mike. I mean, they better find a way to neutralize him before he does more damage. Get more bodies on him, take the protection to him. Either way, just get him blocked.
On 4th down, the Commanders going to send out their veteran Tress Way to punt. Deep for the Lions, Holly Freeman. A fair catch called and taken right at the 30-yard line. So Jared Goff and the Lions offense getting set for this next drive. To start, they give it to Gibbs. And he'll take this forward for about 3. It's 2nd down.
On the tackle. A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7 at the 32-yard line.
They hand it to Gibbs.
Gives the ball carrier. It's a gain of 4. Brings up 3rd and
3. They'll empty out the backfield and line up for 3rd and 3. From the gun, it's Goff. This one just too far for the receiver, out in front of him. That one falls incomplete.
At this level, you just would expect a little bit better execution and accuracy on those intermediate throws. I think he had an opportunity there for a nice pickup. Off target, off rhythm, and ends up getting away from him.
On 4th down, Lions going to send out the All-Pro from a season ago, Jack Fox, to punt. And a fair catch is taken. It is just inside the 20-yard line. The Commanders' offense make their way out to take over once more. The drive begins at the 20. Here's 1st and 10. Now, faking the give. Short one there. He's got Ertz. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a 1st down completion of 7 yards.
Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 27-yard line.
2nd down, they need 3. Going back in the backfield. He'll get the carry here. And he'll take this one forward for about 3. And that's a 1st down.
4 yards. That's good for a Commanders 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 31-yard line.
Blitz coming. He'll throw it. He'll get this into the hands of Debo. And they'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one. A gain there of 10 yards. 1st down, Washington.
These hitch routes, they're usually just designed to pick up a few safe yards. An easy completion, get some rhythm for your quarterback. However, this time, he's able to make a little magic happen after the catch and turn it into something much bigger than even they were probably anticipating. As a pass rusher, you don't always need to record a sack to make your presence felt. Creating pressure, move the quarterback, affect his timing. Those are all different ways to take pressure off your coverage unit.
We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. Here comes the blitz as he looks to throw. And the rush gets home. He'll go down. They got him. Aleem McNeil in for the sack. It is a loss of 8. And now it's 3rd down.
It's just so hard to get anything going when you're just not confident running your own system. And all these early sacks, yes, they kill drives, but think what it does to the quarterback. The quarterback just can't be confident operating out of the pocket. There's no rhythm, there's no timing, and everything you planned on doing today coming in is out the window.
So, backed up after the sack, and now it's 3rd and long. This defense hitting their ears back, coming to get him again.
We're starting to see in these passing situations, Mike, this defensive line is starting to have their way against this group up front because right now, their pass protection is breaking down and his quarterback's paying the price for it.
Here's Tress Way now, as he's on to punt for the 2nd straight drive. And he's going to be brought down after a short return, and that's where his team will get possession of the football. Here's the Detroit offense now, headed back onto the field. They'll have very good starting field position as they set up past the 40. Off the play fake, here's Goff. That's caught by Tesla. He's close to a 1st down. It's a gain of 9. Nice pitch and catch on 1st down.
10 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and inches at the 47-yard line.
An enviable spot to operate from. Here's 2nd and inches. He'll go play action with Goff. And that's a 1st down. It will be a gain of 8.
Lions, 1st down. A gain of 9 yards. 1st down, Lions.
Goff with a give to Montgomery. And they smack him down there. Big hit right at the line. No gain.
On the play.
Really impressive job there by the defense, Mike. I mean, to not only absorb the initial push, but now you got to get the back on the ground. And sometimes to hold up against these big old offensive linemen and stick an arm out to get the ball carrier down, it's easier said than done. And really nice job here by the defensive front.
Oh, and this one's going to wind up incomplete. That's one you'd think he'd be able to corral. He can't find the handle, and it's going to lead to a 3rd down.
The whole idea of that short pass is designed to get the ball into the hands of the receiver in space and let him do the rest after the catch. But the key word there, Mike, is get the ball into the hands of the receiver. He doesn't secure the catch, so there is no run after.
He'll swing this out to Montgomery. And a good job here defensively. They did not let him get away. He's well short of the 1st down marker. Out comes Jake Bates to try a field goal here. This is going to be a 51-yard attempt. He makes up for the earlier miss. This time, the kick is good. And the Lions go out to a 10-3 lead. So, after his field goal, Bates back out to kick this one away. Samuel, gonna see what he can do. Whoa, good return here. Brings it up to the 33-yard line. The Commanders' offense ready to come back out for this next possession. Just the lone field goal for them so far, down 10-3 in this one. And they'll start 1st and 10. Drive will start on the ground, and despite a nice juke, only going to get a yard to show for it. 2nd down.
Brought down at the 35-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
Now here's a keeper on the zone read.
Taken down at the 41. That's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and 3.
3rd down and 3. Back to throw. He'll try to run for it. They'll pick up 23 on that one. Good for a Commanders' 1st down.
23 yards. And the Commanders' 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
Great job here by the quarterback on 3rd and short, knowing that if nothing's there downfield, he can pick this up with his legs. And not only is he able to pick up the 1st down, he gets a whole lot more than that.
Working from the shotgun, he'll hand this one off. And he'll be taken down at the 25-yard line. Give him 12 on that one. They are on the march. Another 1st down.
The trend around the league, Mike, is that we've seen that running back has really turned into a young man's game. And there's something to be said for having some fresh legs, fresh out of college. They love the dynamic ability this guy brings to their rushing attack. And it's clear why.
That'll be taken in by Prosky Merritt. Oh, nice open field tackle there. He could not get free. They're going to stop him for no gain.
2nd and 10.
This is a great example, Mike, of playing zone defense at a high level. They're trying to threaten him. They're trying to put 2 guys in his zone and see which guy he's going to choose. In this case, they try to out-leverage him into the flat. He's not having it. He brings him down for no gain.
And he's going to go down yet again. He has been under fire all game long.
We're not even at halftime yet, Mike. I mean, this pass rush has completely taken over the game. It's just sack after sack after sack. This is going to be a long day for this offensive group if the O-line doesn't figure something out here in a hurry.
Work to do following the sack. It is 3rd and long. They'll look to throw. There's Ertz. He's got it right side. And he'll gain some yardage here, but that is not nearly enough for the 1st down. It's going to bring up 4th down. Matt Gay coming on for this field goal try. Spotted at the 35, this a 45-yard attempt. He is 2 for 2. That kick is good. And the Commanders took the lead to 4. It's 10-6. After the field goal, back out is Gay to kick this one off. From the 6, here comes a return. And this will work out quite well. He'll get it all the way out to the 30-yard line. The Lions offense ready to get back at it. Start this one on the ground with Gibbs. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's about all.
Brought down right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10.
2 minutes to go here till halftime. We'll be back just outside the nation's capital after this. We'll try again here. 2nd and 10. Out of the shotgun. It's gone. I had a defender draped all over him. Incomplete. Good work to body him up and set up a 3rd down.
Well, if you like defensive football, this game's heaven because right now points have become a premium. Someone has to figure out a way to get something going, whether it's a field goal or even just a positive drive and play the field position game. Some offense has to take control of this game here at some point.
That one is batted away. Incomplete. No separation that time. Tightly defended. It brings up 4th down.
Yeah, I think he got away with one there, Mike. I thought with the way the defender had him covered, I was actually surprised he didn't move off to his next progression. He threw that into some really tight coverage, and he's lucky that ball wasn't picked.
Here's Jack Fox now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. This brought in out past the 20. That could have broken for a bigger return, but as it is, nice job getting his offense a start out past the 30-yard line. Here comes the Washington offense now. They get set to take over. Right away, they'll set up to throw. This offensive line just has no answers right now. It's another sack. It's Aiden Hutchinson, former number 2 overall pick, in there to bring him down.
I think here offensively, they got to go in at halftime and regroup. The play caller, the offensive line coach, the quarterback, they got to make sure they're on the same page. It just doesn't seem like they're all communicating the pass protection assignments the right way. He continues to end up on his back.
And they bring him down, but not until he crosses midfield. The Commanders will signal for the first of their timeouts. And they'll get a chance to talk things over after picking up that 1st down. They're setting up the screen. That one way too slow in developing. They rally to the ball, they get their man, and it's no gain.
That's just bad timing by the offensive line. They've got to get their linemen out in front of him, so either the linemen need to go faster or the back just needs to be more patient, but either way, they're just not in sync on that screen pass.
He'll step up and run this. He'll get a dozen out of that one. scrambling his way to a first down. Now a timeout here by Washington. That is their second. They'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half.
At the 37-yard line.
Ball rests at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Over the middle. He's got McLaurin. That's a gain of 16. This offense is humming. A first down.
It takes a certain guy in that slot position to be willing and able to go across the middle of the defense on those in-breaking routes. You can tell this guy, he doesn't care. He is fearless going across the middle, and he's able to secure a nice catch.
He'll be hit as he throws, and that one will wind up incomplete. Could not step into the throw that time. It'll bring up 2nd down. The gun, he'll throw. That one too far out in front to be brought in, and it's incomplete.
I think now we're starting to see this defense start to make some adjustments. We saw him give up a few plays earlier in the game, especially to this back, so he's someone they have to understand. He's not just going to hurt you on the ground, he also is a threat in the passing game. So nice job there making some adjustments on the back end, and they forced the incomplete.
Taking off, he'll try to get there. And he will easily pick up the first down. They've got 1st and goal coming up. Now whistles. Timeout. 3 seconds left in this first half. Matt Gay coming on for this field goal try. This about as short as you can get. 3 for 3 in the game, as this one is also good. So it is a 1-point game here at the half as we check in with Scott Hansen for our halftime report. Scott.
All right, Mike, thanks very much. Scott Hansen, good to be with you from the Orlando EA Sports Studios with an abridged halftime report. This one shaping up to be a tight one, as evidenced by the scoreboard. Both these teams playing it close to the vest in the first half. What will happen in the second half? Let's find out as we send it back to the stadium and our commentary team, Mike Tirico and Greg Olson.
Okay, Scott, thanks a bunch. We'll see which team's adjustments will pay dividends here. Likely going to play a big role in who wins this one. Certainly a tightly contested first half, and you'd expect more of that here in the second half. A 1-point game as quarter 3 begins. He'll get this past the 20 before he's brought down shy of the 25-yard line. The Commanders' offense looking to get back to work as we begin this third quarter. The deficit is 1 as they'll search now for that go-ahead score. Here's a zone read to start the drive. And some good footwork there. He'll take this forward for a gain of 8.
Good decision by the quarterback. In this situation, all you're looking to do is have a positive play. He decides to pull it, and that's exactly what he's able to do.
From the 32-yard line now, here's 2nd and 1. He'll decide to keep this once more. He's taken down, but just shy of midfield. A gain of 16 yards. First down, Washington.
That's good.
Man, when it works well, the zone read is a thing of beauty. It just adds another dimension to this offense, and if the defense doesn't get a better plan, they're going to continue to do it all day.
throw to the right flat. It is caught. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on first down.
A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3 at the Lions' 45-yard line.
Ball spotted at the 45. Here's 2nd down and 3. They'll motion over Samuel. And it'll be a short pickup. That's not enough for the first down.
He's brought down by Carry-On Arnold. A 2-yard pickup brings up 3rd and 1.
It's going to be 3rd. They need 1. Trying to pick this one up on the ground. He will not be able to get to the edge. They shut him down. Taken down behind the line. And it's 4th down.
4-yard loss.
And I think what they're counting on there, Mike, is that the defense expects the ball to be run inside the tackles, thinking on 3rd and short, just go get the first down. Try to catch him off guard with the toss play, but the defense was all over it. Great speed and pursuit to the ball, and they're able to take the ball carrier down for a loss.
Slot man in motion right. He'll try and get there on the ground. 24-yard pickup as they convert on 4th down.
24 yards. And the Commanders' first down. 1st and 10 at the 23-yard line.
At this point, it just gets frustrating for the defense, right? I mean, you've been watching this guy make big play after big play all game long, not only on the quarterback-designed runs, but it's the scrambles that can really break the back of a defense, and we saw it again here.
And he will not be able to turn upfield. They'll drop him behind the line.
This is a play we've seen this offense have success with in the past, but here, you have to wonder if they maybe tipped their hand a bit, because that one went nowhere.
Last play went the wrong way. It sets up 2nd and long. It's 2nd down and 12. Now this time they'll look to throw. A quick slant on the money to McLaurin. And he will get into the end zone. Harry McLaurin. Touchdown Commanders. It felt like they needed a touchdown. Greg, in the worst way, after getting those early field goals to find the end zone. Big boost for this offense.
And it felt like they really needed it. As you said, Mike, to come away with 3 previous drives ending in field goals and not being able to cross it over the goal line for 6, it starts to wear on you as an offense. You start having a little doubt, saying, hey, can we finish any of these drives? Now they finally do. And we can expect this to kind of start to roll throughout the rest of this game.
Washington will line up for the 2-point conversion.
They'll try to pick this up with a run. A dive, and he's in. The 2-point conversion is successful.
Commanders 17, Lions 10.
Not a real complicated breakdown needed here, Mike. In short yardage situations like that, if you have confidence in both your back and your offensive line, sometimes it's the simplest plays that have the best results.
So, after the touchdown, here's Jay to kick this one away. This is fielded inside the 5. They'll get this up past the 20, and that's where they'll set up shop. The Lions offense ready for their first possession of this second half. Find themselves trailing 17-10 now as they come up with 1st down and 10. To throw is Goff. That's right side and brought in by Williams. He's got a touchdown on the books from earlier, and that catch gets him a first down.
Really no hesitation on the part of the quarterback, Mike. I mean, he knew where that open receiver was going to be based on his pre-snap read. The defense did nothing to alter that picture, and that's a great play to start this drive.
Over the middle, he's got St. Brown. And he's going to get this one out to the 43-yard line. Back-to-back, gains of 10 yards. And back-to-back first downs.
Lions, first down. It's a gain of 10. First down, Detroit.
A couple of first downs already on this drive, and they'll go first down from the 43. From the gun, here's Gibbs. And he'll be brought down at the 45. The veteran Bobby Wagner in there on the stop.
A gain of 2 brings up second and 8 at the 45-yard line.
Second down and 8. Here's Goff. Oh, and this one's going to wind up incomplete. That's one you'd think he'd be able to corral. Can't find the handle, and it's going to lead to a third down.
So the receiver does everything right, except for the most important part. He runs a nice route with great separation downfield, but now you just got to finish that thing off with a catch.
From the gun, on third down, it's Goff. He's got his man complete. That's to Sloan. 16-yard pickup on that one. Good for a Lions first down.
That's another Detroit Lions first down. A gain of 16 yards. First down, Lions.
This is Gibbs. He plunges forward for a couple of yards. Ray Amos there to make the tackle.
2 yards on the pickup. It's second and 8 at the 36-yard line.
Ball on the 36 now. Here's second and 8. Now Goff. Is caught left side by St. Brown. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line. That's 2 catches on this drive. This one for 10 yards and a first down.
It's a gain of 10. And the Lions first down.
On the handoff, it's Montgomery. And he's going to be stuck well behind the line of scrimmage. A play going absolutely nowhere.
The speed and the get-off by the big interior defensive tackle, Mike. I mean, he got through there so fast, he almost took the handoff himself.
So after the loss on first, here's second and 14. Goff to throw. Throwing left side, and it's taken in by Williams.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up third and 6.
Here comes third and 6. From the gun, it's Goff. And that is incomplete.
And I think this is just a really good quarterback play. You understand you got 3 points in your pocket. Don't try to be a hero on third down and make the perfect pass. Throw it away, and at the end, just come away with points on this drive.
Out comes Jake Bates to try a field goal here. This one from 39 yards out. Bates' kick is good. And the Lions are able to cut it to 4. 17-13.
Lions 13.
So after his field goal, Bates back out to kick this one away. This will be returned from the 6. And he is stopped at the 25. The drive will begin there. There's Terry McLaurin and the Commanders' offense heading out for their next possession. From the 25, they'll go to work. 1st and 10. They'll begin here on the ground. And he's able to force his way through one man, but he can only muster about a yard on that play. 2nd down.
A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8.
Look to throw. Moving outside the pocket.
Number 8, Marcus Mariota on the keeper. Aiden Hutchinson on the tackle. A gain of a yard brings up 3rd and 7.
What can they do here on 3rd down and 7? He'll drop to throw. He's going to let this one go deep. And this is going to be incomplete. That is great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a 4th down.
They nearly connected on the big play downfield, but he's not quite able to hold on to that ball through the contact. You can chalk that one up as a win defensively.
The Commanders set to kick this one away. The Lions offense ready to take over once again. Trail by 4, touchdown gives them the lead. Drive begins with 1st and 10. Throwing here is Goff. Looking for his tight end there, but let him too far. That's an incompletion. The tight end, Sam Laporta, the intended receiver. And that will lead to a 2nd down.
Seems like the quarterback was a little predetermined in his read. I think he decided even before seeing the coverage where that ball was going. Next time, read the coverage. Let the play unfold. Don't force something that's not there.
There's a throw right side. Going to be incomplete.
Yeah, so it seemed the second they broke the huddle, Mike, that there was some confusion. I'm not sure everybody got on the same page before that ball was snapped.
2 incompletions to start the drive, and it leads to 3rd down and 10. Goff to throw. This one broken up. It's incomplete. Good job separating the receiver from the ball, and it is 4th down.
So the hope is your 1/3 down conversion from really jump-starting a possession that ultimately leads in points, but after that 3rd down incompletion, kind of throws a wrench into those plans.
This one, returnable. And he'll get forward a few yards on the return. And that's where the offense will take over. The Commanders' offense and Marcus Mariota set to take over once more. And this defense has got to be at its wits' end trying to come up with a way to keep him contained. He's had so many opportunities to tuck it and go, and he's turned a number of those into big plays. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. He'll tuck it and take off. And he's going to be brought down up past the 45. You can't beat a running quarterback. Gain of 16 and a first down.
A quarterback who can extend the play with his legs, Mike, is just such a key element to today's modern offenses. You can see there was nowhere for him to go with the ball, but he decides to turn into a runner, picks up a great gain, and ultimately a first down.
Now a give up the middle. Healing forward for maybe a yard. Alex Anzalone in for the tackle.
Alex Anzalone on the tackle. 1 yard gain. Brings up 2nd and 9 at their 49-yard line.
They work just shy of midfield on 2nd and 9. Now faking the give. And he'll just bite the bullet and throw this one away. That was a good idea. Didn't force anything there. But now it's going to bring up 3rd down.
They just have to be more creative with their route concepts, Mike. I mean, there's nobody open, nowhere to go with the ball, and quarterback's just forced to throw that one away.
On 3rd down, they'll set up to throw. That is incomplete. Great work to get in there, make things difficult defensively, and it sets up 4th down.
So on a day where he's completed, give or take half of his passes, Mike, you have to imagine there's a handful of throws he'd like to have back, and I think that last one falls in that category. But the biggest thing, and most fortunately for them, they find themselves with a lead despite a bit of an up-and-down performance out of their quarterback.
The Lions offense back onto the field for their next possession. And he'll only get it to the 26-yard line, setting up 2nd and long.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8 at the 26-yard line.
Once again, it's Gibbs. He'll get him behind his blockers, get forward for a pickup of 3. Deron Payne there for the stop.
It's a gain of 4, and it's 3rd down.
Here now, 3rd and 5. Laporta in motion. Here's Goff. And that is incomplete. They couldn't hook up there as time has expired. The 3rd quarter has come to an end. The Lions will punt this ball away. They'll be forced to punt, trailing here in the 4th quarter. And they'll be brought down, short return, and they'll take over there. The Commanders' offense and Marcus Mariota set to take over once more. Throw here to begin the drive. Work in the middle. He's got Ertz. He Close to a first down. It's a gain of 9. Nice pitch and catch on first
A
down.
gain of 9 brings up 2nd and 1 at the 39-yard line.
Ball on the 39. Here's 2nd and a yard. The motion man here is McLaurin. He'll get this out wide, and he'll be taken down. The gain is 6, and it's a new set of downs. He picked up the first down.
That's good for a Washington first down. 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
On play action, he'll set up to throw. And he can't hang on through the contact. Incomplete. Good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. It'll bring up 2nd down.
He may have trusted his arm strength a little bit too much on that throw. 2 defenders in the area. Work to your check down. Work to an open receiver. I think in this case, he forces that ball, and ultimately, he's lucky he got away with it.
Oh, they got the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. And he's going to be brought down. What a turn of events here. He has given his guys 1st and 10 in the red zone.
Just a brutal mistake there, Mike. I mean, they have a chance to put a late scoring drive together and increase their lead. But now with that interception, all the momentum shifts to their opponents, and now they got to rely on their defense to hopefully get a stop and get them the ball back.
Here's the Detroit offense now, headed back onto the field. They'll start with the football already in the red zone. Opportunity here on 1st and 10. Goff gives it to Gibbs. And that'll be a pickup of 3.
Now, so I think as you look back over the course of this game, it's really been the inability of this offense, Mike, to create any sort of balanced attack to get anything going. And whether you look at the rushing yards, whether you look at just the points scored, this offense has to find a way going forward to generate more big plays and more balance, both run and pass.
They hand it to Gibbs. And a good tackle out wide will hold them to a gain of just 3.
He's tackled at the 7-yard line. A gain of 4. And it's 3rd down.
Here is a big one. 3rd down and 2. Goff. Here's a screen set up for Gibbs. Searching for some kind of seed to go forward. It's not there. They get him behind the line. 4th down coming up.
We call them safeties because they're usually the last line of defense, but not here. On this play, he's up there at the line of scrimmage attacking the offense, and he takes him down for a negative play.
Trailing late, they've got to go here. It's 4th down. They'll go for it. Here's Goff. That one caught. Jamison Williams. Touchdown, Lions. 2 touchdowns for him now on the afternoon. What a game this has been. Back and forth we go, and that 4th quarter score changes the lead one more time.
And we've seen the lead go back and forth, Mike, and now the question is, can they get a stop? Can they find a way defensively to hang on to this lead and get themselves this big win?
Now this, an important extra point here to stretch this lead to a field goal. It's up and good. And the Lions go up by a field goal as they lead it by 3.
17.
So now playing with the lead after that fourth quarter touchdown, trying to kick it back the other way. Samuel, going to see what he can do. And he's down at the 23, and that's where the offense will take over. The Commanders' offense headed back to take over once more. Operating from their own 23, they'll begin 1st and 10. Right away, they'll set up to throw. That'll be taken in by Krosky Merritt. And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up 2nd and 5.
Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 28-yard line.
Now they'll set up to throw. That's McLaurin open on the left side. They'll get maybe 3 out of that one, and it's going to set up 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd and 1.
Throw to the right flat. It is caught. And he's going to pick up the 1st down. He knew where that marker was and made sure he got beyond it.
For a Commanders 1st down.
When you decide to throw the ball on 3rd and 1, typically, Mike, what you're doing is you start from the top down. If you have the big shot downfield, take it. If not, the quarterback works through his progression, finds the medium target, picks up a 1st down.
Handoff here, up the middle. He's fighting to get back to the line of scrimmage, but can't get there. Drop for the loss of a yard.
It's a loss of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 35-yard line.
Lost 1 on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11. They'll look to throw. And he got rid of that one quickly before the receiver even knew what was going on. That's incomplete.
This is why it's so critical that the quarterback and his intended target are on the same page. They got to speak the same language. When there's miscommunication, it leads to errant throws, and when errant throws lead to big missed opportunities.
Shotgun snap as they'll throw it on 3rd down. He manages to get the throw away and completes it. They pick up 17 through the air. Good for a Commanders 1st down.
And how about the poise of this quarterback? You find yourself down here late in the 4th quarter, Mike, facing a tough 3rd down. You've got to have it. But you know what? He calls the play, he breaks the huddle, and he's like, you know what, Coach? I got it. That's a big-time throw to now keep this drive alive as they go down looking for that go-ahead touchdown.
Oh, a loose football. The Lions have got it.
That was a great play by the defense, Mike. He got a little sloppy with ball security as he leaves the pocket. They're able to knock it loose and put an end to this drive.
The Lions offense ready to see what they can do with this next possession. They've got the lead, and they'll set forth trying to build on it, and they're going to do that with excellent field position. First and 10 now from the 36. They're going to run out of the gun with Gibbs. And he does some good work on the ground here. Going to take it inside the 30 with a run of 8 yards.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2 at the Commanders' 28-yard line.
Ball on the 28-yard line. Here's 2nd and a couple. out of the shotgun. It's gone. Louts another catch for his favorite target. And he'll be taken down. The gain is 6, and it's a new set of downs. He picked up the first down.
The Lions, first down. A gain of 7. First down, Detroit.
A run up the middle, it's Gibbs. And he finds a little bit of space. He'll take this forward for a gain of 4.
The 16-yard line. It's a gain of 5. Brings up second and 5.
They'll break the huddle. It's second and 5. Off the play fake, here's Goff. This throw taken in by Amon-Ra. This drive's going to continue. They bring him down, but not before he picks up first and goal for his team.
First down. First and goal, Detroit.
He pulls it in around the 5. And he's going to be stopped at about the 4.
St. Brown. A gain of 5. Brings up second and goal at the 4-yard line.
Inside the 5, it is second and goal. Throwing, Goff. They'll look to set up the screen here.
Goff's pass complete to Jahmyr Gibbs. A gain of 1 yard on the play. It's now third and goal.
Good job so far by the defense protecting the short field. Now it's third and goal. They'll bring St. Brown in motion. From the gun, on third down, it's gone. That one taken in. Jahmyr Gibbs. Touchdown, Detroit.
So when you find yourself this tight to the goal line, Mike, the offense becomes a lot more restricted in as far as how deep you can throw the ball. The field is wider than it is long, and I think the idea here is let's spread them out. Let's put all of our eligibles out there and let the quarterback get a really good picture. Where are the holes in the coverage? Where are the one-on-one matchups that I like? And let's put this ball in the quarterback's hand, let him make a good decision, and in this case, it results in a touchdown.
Bates now for the extra point. He knocks it through, and the Lions will open it up even further here in this fourth quarter.
Commanders 17.
So after the touchdown, it's Bates to kick this one away. Samuel gonna see what he can do. He'll be brought down right around the 25-yard line. Here comes the Washington offense now. They get set to take over. Been under fire all game long.
Just simply more of the same, and you're just not going to have a lot of success, Mike, when you're constantly starting drives with second and long, third and long. It's just not a good way to play offense in the NFL, and here we go again.
He'll look to throw. Now pass deep for McLaurin. Oh, a lot of chances on that one. It was bouncing around, but it falls incomplete. Terry McLaurin, the intended target on that one. Now it's going to be third down.
Well, it's no secret what's happening here, Mike. They need points, and they need points quick. The best way to get them is through the deep ball, but obviously the defense is prepared for it. So, again, they're going to continue to play deep, force you to throw the ball underneath, and make you go the long way.
Pretty good effort on that one. It will not be enough. It's going to bring up fourth down.
They pick up a nice chunk play there through the air on third down, but it's not quite enough to move the chains. Now the question is, how aggressive is this head coach willing to be as he tries to extend this drive?
The offense is staying right there. They're going for it. Fourth and a couple. Now pass deep from McLaurin. That's hard. And it's going to be a Commander's first down. This is going to wind up being not just a conversion, but a play that flips the field as well.
And it's hardly an exaggeration when I say, Mike, that he's probably one of the most difficult individual assignments in the entire league. It's like playing football against that really good kid in your neighborhood. He's just hard to cover, and plays like this, it just shows how special he can be.
About 19 yards on that one. They're in business. It's first and goal.
And this is what the offense needed. Now, after that last completion, you still trail here in the fourth quarter. You need scores, and you need scores fast, so they cannot take their time. I wouldn't be surprised to get them right back up on the line of scrimmage and try to...
And he will score! Game on! Marcus Mariota, touchdown Washington. That is second touchdown of the afternoon. That is a heartbreaker for the defense. They took away what he wanted to do in the air, Greg, but that scrambling ability gets him to the end zone for the touchdown.
And the reason he was able to take advantage with his legs here, Mike, is he made a fast decision realizing there was nowhere to go with the ball. The amount of guys the defense had in coverage took those passes away. He tucked the ball down, took advantage of the space, and he was able to take it all the way.
Makes the score Lions 27. Commanders 24.
So they've cut into the lead, now just a field goal behind as they kick it off. He fields it at the 8. He'll get across the 20, mark him down to the 23-yard line. The Lions offense ready to take over possession of the football. They lead by a field goal as they go to work with a 1st and 10. Look to hit him with a jet sweep here to begin this drive. And that one shut down right away. Good pressure on the backside. The defense stops him for no gain.
Well, that defense had that pegged from the jump, Mike. They tried to catch him a little off guard by doing a jet sweep to the wide receiver. There was no going anywhere on the outside. Great pursuit by the defense. No gain.
They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. Complete. It's Williams over the middle. And they're going to move the ball all the way up to the 45-yard line. The defense uses its second timeout here, and don't forget, clock to the stop when we hit the 2-minute warning as well. Here's 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Goff. That's over the middle, caught by Tesla. And they're going to work this down inside the 45. And third and final timeout taken by the defense, so the 2-minute warning, the only clock stoppage they have left. Here's a give to Gibbs on the zone read. Gets to the edge at the 30. And he is out of bounds. Mark him at the 25. That's another first down, another big play. The defense has some issues. Gain of 18.
Really nice job by this running back here, Mike. I don't think this play was blocked particularly well. I think it was a combination of his patience and then his speed around the left side to not only pick up the first down, but pick up good yardage while he was at it.
The elusiveness on display there. Nifty footwork setting up first and goal. They have found something on the ground. 16 more yards on that carry.
At the 9-yard line.
A couple of big plays, one after the other, and now it's first and goal. Victory very much in sight now as they'll take a knee. Now from the 9, it'll be second and goal. Now Gibbs. He'll take this one down to the 8-yard line.
He was brought down at the 8-yard line. A 2-yard pickup brings up third and goal.
Play 7 of the drive coming up, and it's third and goal. Victory formation here as he's down to a knee. So a big one looming for Jake Bates. This to stretch the lead to more than a field goal. And this one right down the middle. It's good. A big 3 points as they extend their fourth quarter lead. Down to the final few seconds of this one as the kick is away. This one crushed. It's over the back line of the end zone. Touchback, and the ball's coming out to the 35. This is first and 10. Here we go. One final play. Now he'll air one out, and that's going to be incomplete. The defense holds here in the final minute, and they're going to get out of here with a victory. So a win for the visitors, the Lions. This was a game where both offenses were up and down the field, marching the ball at will, matching each other point for point. But in the end, got a few more defensive stops than their opponents did. And that was the difference in this one. And that'll do it for my partner, Greg Olson. For our entire team, I'm Mike Tirico. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. So long, everybody.